Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Tylarius. Welcome to my channel, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the best method, strategy, and guide to making money with the casino DLC. And yes, you can make some pretty good money with this DLC, but you have to be careful because you can also lose a lot of money, okay? So in this money guide, we'll be talking about two different types of ways to make money: gambling and the missions. Now, I know that some of you are not able to gamble. I get that. Because certain regions or countries do not allow that. But we'll also be talking about the missions and how you can make some money on those. And you can also use a VPN, which I know a lot of you do, and you can get around your country's, laws against video game gambling, so you can enjoy the DLC. But that's for a different video. First, we'll be talking about gambling, and I've narrowed it down to really two, maybe three ways to gamble and make some decent cash. All right. Probably the most reliable, the most efficient, and the safest method to make money gambling in the game is betting on the horse races. It's really simple, it's really easy, and you have a low risk and decent reward payout. And you can kind of mix it up a little bit too. Now, when you go race the horses, it'll tell you all the information you need to know right there on the screen. It'll give you the details, all that good stuff. You can read that on your own. You have a main event and you have a single event. The main event allows you to bet with your friends. The single event, you just bet against the NPC, right? Now you have your odds. The lower the odds, like 3 to 1, 2 to 1, or even, means that that horse is going to have a better chance of winning. So you max bet 10,000, you won't make as much, but it's a safer bet. If the odds are greater, say 30 to 1, that means that the horse has a terrible chance to win, but if it does, it's going to pay out 30 to 1. So if I bet 10,000, it's going to pay out 310,000 or 300,000, okay? So you'll get a lot, but it's just the chances of you winning are much, much lower. So very efficient. It's easy to take 10 grand, go in there, and make 30,000 in about 30 seconds. As you see right here, my horse came in first place. I bet 10,000. I made 40,000. That's a net profit of 30 grand right there. So nothing wrong with that at all. Okay. Simple, and you see how quick that was. That's the horse racing is very, very easy, very, very simple. Now I will have a dedicated video on just gambling where I'll go into much more depth, and that'll be out later today. All right. Now the main event, which you can play with others, goes on every 5 minutes. That's just fun. You guys can kind of bet against each other, or everyone bet on the same horse, or whatever. Now with the chips go dollar for dollar, and you can buy up to 50,000 at a time. So 50,000 chips is $50,000. Now say you win 500,000 chips, you can go cash it out, and now you've made $500,000. So you can make some serious cash in here. So be careful with that. Now listen, here we go again. I am betting on a horse. 13 to 1. This is kind of in the middle, right? The odds aren't the greatest, but the odds aren't the worst. So I'm going to bet on Tax the Poor. And let me just talk about this. The names of these horses are hilarious. It's so funny. I'm going to max bet 10,000 chips, or $10,000 basically. And you see the payout if I win is $140,000. Net profit 130. So here we go. The horses are off and they go back and forth, whatever, right? And they're racing. And again, the race takes like a minute, maybe something like that, 2 minutes tops, whatever. My horse is number 3. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's great. But when they go in first place, like in the middle of the race, they get gassed out. So I'm thinking I'm about to lose. But for some reason, the horse just kind of stuck with it, ended up pulling through, and I won. See, that's the risk right there. That's what gambling is all about. If I went with a safer bet, I would have lost, but I wouldn't have lost as much, and I wouldn't have won as much either. So you see right there, bam, 140,000. That's that's gambling for you. But again, the odds of that happening are much lower than betting on a 3 to 1 odd horse or whatever. Now the next thing I'm going to be talking about is the slots. Okay. Now I only talk about the slots because this is actually the single game that would pay out the most. You could win on one bet $2.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. One bet can make you $2.5 million. Now, the key is you want to find the slot machines that max bet at 2,500 a spin. All right. Not all the slots will be able to max bet that. The diamond miners is one of those. and I've made a good amount of money off this. However, I have lost a bunch of money as well. As you see right here, I just made 187,500. Insane, right? But the slots can drain you. So only reason why I talk about the slots is because it's the single greatest bet to income ratio, but they are risky, okay? The next game, which I think is going to be the best to go with the horse racing, is the high stakes blackjack. Now, again, high risk, high reward. The high stakes blackjack max bet is 50,000 chips. All right. Now, again, I'll have a video later on today talking about how to play and gamble with all these games. But if you already know how to play blackjack, it's simple. You want to get to 21 with your cards without going over, and you want to make sure you beat the dealer. As you saw right there, I did a max bet of 50,000, and I beat the dealer. I had 21, and I won 125,000. So it's a net profit of $75,000. And my crew members last night were killing it. Some of them were winning, and they were up 600,000. You see right here, I got an ace. Next card out, it's a face card. Bam, 21. Right there, I'm going to win. I'm going to make my money back, and then some at the very least. Okay, so that's how you do it. Those are going to be your two overall best ways to make money. Now, there are other games in here. You've got roulette, which is personally my favorite game in real life as well. And then you also have 3-card poker, which is pretty fun too. But the horse racing, the high stakes blackjack, and then every now and again your slots are going to be some of your best ways to gamble and make money. Okay, and again, I'll have a video out later on talking about all this. Next, let's move on to the missions. There's two different types of missions in the Casino DLC. You have the outside missions, right, which are basically you call Miss Baker on the phone, and it's like a CEO VIP work kind of thing. She gives you the mission, you go do it, that's it, right? Then you also have the inside missions, which are the Chang missions. Those are a little bit more detailed. You have to have at least 2 people to play. But check this out. If you go to your stats page and go down to your awards and you go into the Diamond Casino and Resort, you have 11 new awards, and they're all based on bonuses. Now, these are all going to be one-time bonuses. I believe all of them are one-time. They may be some reoccurring. If you guys know, let me know. But these, as far as I know, are one-time bonuses. But that's okay. By completing all of the missions, the inside and outside, right? The Diamond Casino VIP style work, and then the Chang missions, you will make a bonus of $1.1 million. Now, the missions themselves just pay out like regular missions, like 15, 20 grand, right? Not the greatest, but that's okay. It's the bonuses you're going for here. Just by completing these, and it tells you what to do. You get a $50,000 bonus for completing a lot of them a first time. You get a $100,000 bonus for completing, like all in order, by hosting them. You get it's like a $500,000 bonus or all something like that. It's crazy, but you get a lot of money for these. For being a crew member, just by helping people out, you'll get a $100,000 bonus. So you make some serious cash. It all equals out to $1.1 million. After you finish all of the Chang missions, that's when you get your $500,000 bonus, and you get the free car. It's the Paragon armored version, and that car is awesome. It really is. It's a good car. And funny thing is, even though the passive mode has been changed, this is an armored and weaponized vehicle, but I was still able to go into passive mode. I'm not sure if that's a glitch or whatever, but the car is armored. It can take several explosives, and it does have machine guns on it as well. And once you modify it, it's pretty quick, and it is a great looking car. I'll have more on that later today, all right? But the casino missions with Chang, the inside the casino missions, they can be a little difficult, especially with the servers being all laggy right now. You do have to have at least 2 people. It's 2 to 4 to get these done, so you will have to have a friend. But again, it's worth it. They're fun. You're not really going for the champagne, anyone? You're not really going for the mission money. You're going for the bonus money. Now, will you play these over and over again? Probably not. If there's a double or triple money on them, then yeah, you probably will. But it's worth it to go through these, get the bonus money, get the bonus content, help out your friends, get the bonus money on that as well. And it's just for the experience. It is cool. The missions, yes, I 100% agree. You're not going to be playing these over and over again, but it is a good experience. It's fun to get those knocked out. They are a little bit of a challenge, and it's part of the DLC. And like I said, you make 1.1 million in bonus money. You can't turn that down. You just can't. And it's a fun way to go about the DLC. And like I said, the longevity of this DLC is going to be with the gambling. And we've already highlighted the games that are going to be the best overall. And like I said, you gotta have some discipline, or you could seriously lose a lot of money in that casino. Now, if you're someone like me who's been grinding a lot, you've got hundreds of millions of dollars, not going to be that big of a deal. It's just going to be fun to challenge yourself and see if you can't make money on top. You saw right there, I only made 10 grand. That was a quick one. It didn't take long to get that done. But there you go. There's the $50,000 bonus right there for the first time getting it done. So I made 60 grand and some change by getting that done. Now, these are the outside the casino missions. These are the ones that you just call Miss Baker on the phone, right? Make sure you're like a VIP or CEO or MC, whatever, and you just request work. Now, for some reason, I couldn't just continuously spam these back and forth. You have to kind of wait a little bit. No big deal, whatever. But you call her, she sends you the mission. Basically, it's almost immediate, and then you go. Just take care of the mission. You can use your Oppressor Mark II, you can use a Karuma Armored, whatever, and you'll be fine. You'll get all that knocked out, and that's how you make your money. And those missions pay out about 12, 15, 20,000, depending on how much time they take. So there you go, guys. You got a couple of really good ways to make money. I've highlighted the best gambling. Just be careful with it. Have some discipline. Have a good time. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe to my channel for the illest of realest content in the game. Make sure you smash that like button, and you guys stay dangerous, all right? We'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Yeah.